Hello and welcome back, it's Red here. So today we're going to go through a little replay that I've had today. Um, I think it's quite a good game. My first game I played today. Um, and yeah, we're just going to load it in and I'll go through it. So once again we're playing as Leonidas. Leonidas is quite a good general, to be honest. Spear units, not so much, but overall it's not too bad. So our first thought, I thought, I'll go head down here, initially set up, and then I changed my mind, and then I thought, right, we need to get vision. And then, because I couldn't see these here, I thought, you know what, we'll set up here just in case they try and zag across initially. Um, so we get this set up, and we see the vision gets extended all the way out to this yellow line there. And we can see, obviously, they've got some swords, which is not very good for me because they are very good counter to me, as you can see by high threat. And then obviously they're bringing some spears with some archers on this side. However, they got a mass amount of cavalry trying to get up the back. And I do notice this. I move these back because they're just about to get in range of the archers. So I start moving them back, but at the same time I see the cavalry. So I start to think, should I go up? Should I go? I change my mind in a second and I start heading back this way. But I then do eventually come back up, and I do help out to try and clear some of the cavalry. As you can see, our teammate is heading over at the moment to try and cut these off, to try and basically get them off the battlefield, because they are a significant threat right now. As you can see, that's where I turned back just as he was coming up. I turned back and then I thought, you know what, I will head up and I will help them out. Even though we've got loads and loads of cavalry up here, one of our teammates, he does head off in a second as I get slightly closer. A little bit of a mismatch there. Should have indicated them to go up more and attack probably. But yeah, our teammate heads off anyway in a second as I get just about to contact there as he goes, and he's going to head down and try and cut off these down here. I get in just about and then hit the player starts. What I should have probably done is move some of the units round the side to try and cut off, and then we would have destroyed them completely. So as he's heading off, I completely ignore him because he's not a threat to me at all. So I take my unit, I start heading back down, and we're now going to go deal with this threat down here. In the middle of so we got the pikes in the middle. They're basically there to hold off these spears because they can do a significantly better job than them. Not entirely sure what this pike's doing. It's holding it behind his back there. But yeah, so our pikes are going to go into his pikes. Um, yeah, and then again our pikes are here. We're going to start going across, and then obviously this develops here. Absolutely massive battle, which ends up moving up to this section of the map, which you'll see in a minute. I've, at this point, engaged into this unit here, and I'm full spear. I've indicated an attack order just so I can move up into them, because the closer you move into them, you can use this ability then, which is the shield bash. And I think I do use the shield bash, yeah, see, and significantly drop a lot of their units. And then the good thing then is to back off a little bit and then repeat the process. At the same time with me doing this, I'm going to take a unit straight up behind, and this unit's going to now go head towards this fight down here. So this unit's going to go up behind, and it's going to literally go into a phalanx as well. And then from that phalanx, I'm going to be able to basically sandwich this unit in between my two units. So as you can see, I've indicated them to go backwards a little bit just to basically get there, and then I'm going to push straight in with both of them. I get to a point where they reach each other, and when they reach each other, you need to come out of phalanx, because anything in front of each other they'll kill. So I come out of phalanx and I finish off that unit. As this unit's just sitting now, where these two are ready, I indicate this unit to head back down, and as you can see, the fight has progressed onto this hill, or little mound should I say. We are currently behind in this battle as well, so the enemy team is winning us. The pikes are over here are doing a decent job, and at the back here we've got some sword units, which, to be honest, the sword units are very good against the spears, so they should be able to mop this up quite easily, and I think they do in the end, with the help probably of someone else. So The issue that you have is though, because they're in a phalanx, they're very hard. They are very, very hard to get through, even for the sword units that technically is a counter to the spear units. So the pikes are going to head back and help out anyway, which is good for us. And as we're heading down, so these spears, we're heading down. The cavalry all over here. All the cavalry is engaged on both enemy and our team, and the enemy's not going to win this because there's too much cavalry engaged in this battle. And get some cinematics for you. So some of these are Greeks, I'm pretty sure. Then some barbarians. Again in the middle you got some barbarian style type of units. I'm not entirely sure what unit types they are, but should be able to. Ooh, nah, it doesn't say. There you go, citizen cavalry. There you go. Click on them, and then again. So heading back over here. At this point, I've now engaged with the enemy team. So I'm moving once again. See that I did it again. So you move them, indicate an attack order through the enemy team. As you're going through them, you dismantle them, and then you do the shield wall, and you do so much more damage. Now, again, I'm just using that attack ability, using that. I've engaged here and I've engaged here. However, though, I can see them trying to outflank me, and they do actually outflank me. So I take this unit and I go straight into the back of these to try and prevent them from attacking this unit whilst these are finishing off. As you can see, it's even for like the very small amount of units, it's taken my spears a long time to deal with these sword units. So I take these and I take them in, and again he outflanks me again on this point, only with a small force. So I'm thinking I need to finish this to get my units over to help again to get rid of these units, because the spears will hold at the front. It's the rear you need to worry about, and as you can see, he's eating away at me from the rear. Luckily my friend comes and he does do an amazing cavalry charge in the back, and it does disrupt them to be able to get these spears over. These spears are going to fall because there's just not enough of them, and I I mismatched. I should have moved them up to do more damage, but I didn't. But yeah, so I've engaged these spears anyway, and all I'm going to do now is basically kite the enemy, because I can see him trying to outflank me constantly, and if he outflanks me, he's got loads and loads of friendly forces. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and protect the backs of my friendly forces by essentially doing hoplite formation, but provoking these to try and attack me instead of attacking my friends. Because even if they get attacked, my friends, then I'll be able to get straight into the back of them as they do here. So they engage, and then I get outflanked that I noticed, but they've already started to attack them, so it's not too bad. I engage these and disrupt their attack, and I start thinking, they're going to try and outflank me once again. Doesn't work for them though, because I'm too far back and we've got too many friendly forces. And bearing in mind, they are still winning at this point. At this point, this game is a loss, so I think, right, we need to finish this fight. So I engage with spears to go and attack the flank of the enemy team here. And as you can see, we do a little bit of damage, and then straight away I see them charging in, and they do quite a lot of damage. However, the spears should be able to hold their shape. Now we're behind them, and we got friends from the cavalry, some more enemy spears over here, but there's not too much to worry about. And I back my units up, and once again you'll see me do the same thing again. Attack order through, walk in, and then shield bash them, and a significant amount of damage it's caused. The friendly cavalry probably shouldn't have attacked their spears, but he did anyway. I do disengage from the phalanx mode to try and finish off these swordsmen, and what I do, I put an attack order through so that all my units surrounds their units, and it finishes them off a lot faster than normal. So I am finishing these, and at the moment obviously you got loads of these left, a little bit of these left, which they should be able to win against. So these, I go straight into the back of these, and the reasoning behind this is because we need to get rid of these off the battlefield. So I go into phalanx again. Well, I put an attack order in first, and then I think this is not going to work because they're just going to turn around. So I straight up go into phalanx because they came out of phalanx, and I should be able to dwindle them down. As you can see there, that one didn't work so much because I wasn't through the enemy. Because I wasn't through the enemy, the shield bash didn't actually work as much. So what I start doing now is I start trying to change the formation a little bit, trying to move my spears round so that they can't get a significant attack on me. As you can see here, these are Carthaginian hoplites which have a much higher aggression than I do. If I can click my unit, no I can't. Nope. Never mind. I'll show you in the off screen. So they do have a lot higher aggression, but however I have a much higher defense. So if I'm more defensive in this type of battle, I will come off better than he will. So again, attacking with them, and I do take off phalanx again. So I take off phalanx because I see them with my own troops running in, and if my troops run in to my spears, I will kill them. So they've got a good defense here. It's only one thing. They've got a good defense providing there was more units, but there isn't. So they've got pikemen along the whole front, which is really good because no one's pretty much going to be able to come in this direction because there's too many pikemen here, and he's got spears behind them to try and defend. However, he hasn't taken into account he can just go around the outside of him. He's going to try and ward off our horses, but I think the horses are there just to provoke him. So I'm coming around the back end, and obviously our troops are coming around as well with me. And he's still winning at this point. He technically still has more troops than our entire team. So, and that's just with 2 units. So we come in here. I think let's attack. Actually, no, that's not attack. So pull away straight away. I don't want to head into a full-on engagement with him because he does have more units than me. Even though they are the same units as me, I'm using these units. There you go. You can see here the aggression was 300 and something on the Carthaginian hoplites, whereas on this unit it's only 256. But you get like a 200 plus defense bonus in comparison to them. So it is a lot better. So what I'm trying to do at the moment, I'm trying to kite round, and then I get to the side of it, and get significantly to the side, and then I form hoplites again, phalanx mode. And as I phalanx, now he's going to shuffle straight into my spears. And as you can see, I'm wedging him up. I'm wedging him up constantly. Again, because I didn't go through, my shield bash didn't actually work that well. So that's what's happening. I don't want to really come out the cap either because I'm getting capture points whilst I'm doing this. And then the cavalry comes in, and once again I disengage phalanx because I don't want to hurt my cavalry because they're winning this for us as well. And then they basically rout. The enemy spears completely rout, and we surround them completely, and they basically dwindle away underneath us, all of us attacking them at once. And yeah, he's got no chance anyway. So then the only thing left, this is the only point of the game where we're actually winning, because the only thing they've got left is these. It's just the pikemen, and it's a good idea from the enemy player here. It's a good idea. Back up against the wall, form, phalanx, and then while you're in phalanx, no one's going to be able to attack from the front, which is fine. No one will be able to attack from the front, but as you can see, we're all just going to get him from the sides or behind him. So my spears do something really weird. I clicked on my move order, and I clicked it behind. You can't actually see what I did, but I clicked it behind the enemy team here. And then for some reason they came round as like a line, and then went to run in front of them. So what I'm trying to do is I'm vigorously clicking at the back to try and get them to run round the back. And as you can see, some of them have, and they're causing damage behind them now because there's nothing they can do because they're pointing the other way. So they're causing damage behind, which is what we want really. So I'm furiously clicking the back though to try and get it done. And I don't have a clue what that is. What the hell is that? We didn't get defeated in this battle, by the way. We did actually win it. So I don't get that what that was. But yeah, we I don't understand that. We did win it though, because it says there we did win it. But yeah, we ended up defeating the pikemen in the end. Yeah, that was strange. What the hell? Replays. Yeah, so we did end up winning. There's me. We ended up getting quite a significant boost as well. Have I got the... Should hopefully have... No, I don't. Strange. But yeah, Normally it comes up at the sides what type of score you got. So as you can see, I'm nearly upgraded fully on the spears anyway. So hopefully they'll be done. My archers have got a significant amount of XP, which I'm going to put towards a bow. I can't afford it using free XP, but I want to try and save that a little bit because I'm going to hopefully unlock Hannibal. I want to unlock Hannibal. That's 7,600 free XP. When I unlock Hannibal, obviously he gets an array of different types of units. So if we go to the tech tree here, so it starts off with just mercenary ramble, and then it goes up to mercenary spears, and then Phoenician warriors. So from Phoenician warriors, that's where you want. That's where it opens up a little bit for us then. So what the idea I want to go through, I want to do Phoenician warriors, and then I want to progress through probably Libyan recruits. Because Hannibal himself specializes in sword units, so I want to go through Libyan recruits, then we'll do Punic mercenaries, and then from Punic mercenaries, but then progress into elephants. And I think that's where he'll be much better. I'll go down the elephant tree and get some elephants, I think. I also want to unlock. Where is he? I've started under Germanicus as well. I've only just started with him, only had one game with him. As you can see, I got a little bit of XP there, but it's not much. I've got enough to unlock to some swords, so I'll do that now on screen. Again, we'll get the helmets and stuff, and then we'll progress down Germanicus's tech tree. But what I want to do, I want to try and get Julius Caesar as well, who's 4,400 XP. I want to try and get him. The reason I want to try and get him is because he specializes in siege equipment. So if you look at the Roman tech tree, for example, to get siege equipment. So with Julius Caesar, I want to go through basically javelin, and then from this javelin, or levies, which is javelin, I want to go into catapults as well as going down the javelins as well. So I want a mixture of both. So I want to go catapults, and then heavy, and then Ornigas, and then all the way up to, Vitrumvian ballistas. And then from that, I don't know what these are. What are they? What are these? Oh, you can get these as well because they are technically, yeah, they are technically that type of unit as well. But yeah, they're the two I want to go through. I want to think go through the catapult line and ballista line, but we'll see what happens. Anyway, thanks for joining me today, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks again. I'll see you next time. Bye bye for now.